Get ready for University of Georgia basketball.
To tangle with Clemson for the Palmetto bracket of the Charleston Classic title. Time now for Chuck Dowdle's 4 keys to the game. Chuck, what you got?
All right, well, listen, first off, we got to play a full 40 minutes. We can't have one of these games like we had on Friday night where we were lucky to get out of here with a victory, where we score 53 points in one half and 25 in another half. I mean, we got to put together 2 really good halves to beat this Clemson team. So let's play the full 40 and play it hard. Secondly, look, we talked about that zone defense. We got to shoot our threes better. That'll stop that zone. If you don't like a zone, hit your threes. We're shot 25% from behind the arc. We're shooting 26% for the season from behind the arc. We are so far better than that, and it's going to show up sooner or later. I'm saying let's start it today. And then finally, let's use our bench to our bench strength to our advantage today. We had 11 guys see the floor Friday night. All 11 scored, and in fact, our bench scored as many points as our starters did. 39, half the points we scored were scored by our bench. So let's use our bench, keep those fresh legs out there, and let's run this Clemson team. Run them till their tongues are dragging.
Those are the Ford keys to the game, driven by Ford F-150. Check out the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs, at your local Ford dealer today. Time now for the sit-go starting lineups. The 2 teams are walking out onto the floor for the Clemson Tigers at 5-1. They will start former Bulldog R.J. Godfrey at the 3 position, Justin Porter, Dylan Hunter, Jake Whalen, and Nick Davidson. Clemson led by Brad Brownell, who just signed a brand-new contract back in April. He is the winningest coach in Clemson history. For the Bulldogs, we'll go Blue Kane, Samto Cyril, Jordan Ross, Jeremiah Wilkinson, and Cannon Catchings. To start off for Georgia, Mike White in his 4th season at Georgia, 61-46, the Ole Miss graduate in 15 seasons overall, 305 and 174. The starting lineup fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Georgia Bulldogs set to tip it off in all white with red letters. Clemson in all orange with purple trim and white letters and numbers. Samto set to tip it off against Welling. The tip is up and up, and Jordan Ross controls for Georgia as they get the first possession of the game. Quickly down the lane, an explosive move, coast to coast. Jeremiah Wilkinson lays it up off the left side of the glass. It's tied at 2.
You used the right word. He's not only fast, he's explosive.
Top of the key. He picks up his dribble. Samto comes up with a steal. Lobs it behind his head to Blue Kane. Back on the left side, Catching slows it down. Jacks up a 3 and scores.
Well, we could use a big game out of Cannon Catchings. That was a nice 3 because he caught that a little off balance and had to bring himself under control to launch that.
5-2 Bulldogs lead. Yo-yo dribble from Ross. Between the rings now, Wilkinson. Back to Ross, right side. Top of the key. Foul line extended left. Spins back into the lane to his right and scores on the jump shot from 10 feet.
If you want to put an end to that, you can't let him get that pass on it. Oh, look at that.
Jordan Ross, athletic. Around the world reverse lay-in for Ross.
Beautiful.
9-6 lead Bulldog. Corner pass to Dylan James. He's working in the alley against the defender. Spins to the left, then into the lane. Nowhere to go. Double clutches it and puts it off the square for the bucket.
What a great shot by Dylan. You talk about the double clutch, and they bought it.
James to Millender. Smurf in the low block. Back to Jay Absam. He puts it up and scores. Justin Absam wide open, and Smurf found him on the dime.
Justin, one of those guys off the bench, already on the floor. He's grabbed a big rebound. And then what else has he done? He scored on his only shot so far.
Quickly back up the floor. Steal by Georgia. Absam intercepts to Millender. Right side 3 on the way from Bailey. It's good.
Wow, how about that? And just like that is a 10-point dog lead.
Ross with it. Right side Wilkinson. To the left elbow, step back, jump shot off the glass and scores. The bank is open, Chuck.
Yes, the beautiful kiss right off the glass. Love those kisses.
10-point lead, Dogs. 11:53 to go here, first half. So Clemson cuts the lead to 6 quickly out of the under 12 timeout here in the first half in Charleston. Crossover Wilkinson, step back, jump shot over the front of the rim is good. And that was real pretty.
Yeah, Jeremiah, accustomed to playing against these ACC teams. He was in that league last year.
Dylan Hunter stuck in the corner. The shot clock. Porter Jackson up, partially blocked by Wilkinson. In transition the other way. Wilkinson puts it up off the glass and scores.
How did that get in? He was behind the backboard. Whoa!
Looking like the incredible Graysons. 24-14. The lead back to 10 for Georgia as we approach the 10-minute mark of the first. Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Order at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Blue Cane will inbound for Georgia. And move it up the floor to the left side. Jeremiah Wilkinson coast to coast. Oh, puts it off the glass. Cleaning it up with the jam is Somto Cyril.
I didn't even see. I don't know how I miss a 6'11", 260-pound guy coming down the lane like that. But I didn't see him till he slammed it.
Catchings, right wing, right elbow. Jump shot, nothing but net.
Beautiful move. Created his own space. That's what you call NBA scouts call that creating your own shot. And he did that beautifully.
5 minutes to go. 28. Under 3 minutes to play first half. Clemson ties it up at 30. Absam. 3 ball from Wilkins is good. Wilkinson tickles the twine. And the Dogs lead back to 3. Leaves for Godfrey, who fumbles it away. Absam comes up with the turnover for Georgia.
Good defense, Dogs.
Smurf across the timeline, into the alley, 2 steps off the glass and scores as he hits the deck. Basketball, Smurf, right wing, Bailey in the corner, shoots a 3 ball. Nothing but net on the rainbow 3 from Bailey. That's a Scana Energy 3-pointer, a 10-point lead.
No, it's a
7-point lead now.
He can get guys open.
Ball at the end of the Georgia bench. They get it in. Blue Cane, left wing 3. Deep! When I say deep, I mean deep. He shot it from Columbia.
Wow, that was almost midcourt.
57-50 the lead, and Godfrey knocks it out of bounds. Up the floor, quick shot, no good. Backside rebound for Georgia is Catchings. Catchings up the floor, no look pass to Somto, who jams it with 2 hands. Clemson lead, cut to 5. Blue Cane has the basketball, top of the key, thinks better of it. Smurf's going to let one fly from deep and knock it down.
Clemson's got to get a timeout here, I would think. They've cut it to 2.
Now Georgia will set up their offense in the half court. High screen from Cyril. Catchings to the right elbow. Backside lob! Alley-oop to Somto!
What a beautiful alley-oop. He kind of hook-shotted it. Just a little hook over the top of his head, right to Somto in midair.
You could see it coming, Chuck.
You could.
You could see it unfold. Smurf with it at the foul line. Tries to loop it up. He can't do it. Somto gets the rebound and lays it up and over the rim. Georgia
and they
bucket.
couldn't touch him because they've all got 3 fouls on them. They were having to let him just lay it back in.
Welling, high screen for Foster. Back up top, Welling, wide open 3. That's no good. Clemson's gone cold from 3 now. Blue Cane running the floor, puts it up off the glass and scores. How about him use his body, Chuck?
Hey, to create the space to hold Welling off from blocking.
You don't want to jinx it, do you?
Well, you know what?
Shot clock off. 20 seconds to go. Georgia basketball. Smurf has the ball. Top of the key. Crossover. Spins into the lane. Leaves underneath for the jam. Kareem Staggs dunk. Ties it up with 12.1 seconds to go. Clemson basketball.
9, 8.
Hunter up the floor. Left side. Drives into the lane. Spins to the middle. Throws up the shot. No good. Put Clemson, no good.
No good.
Time expires. It's overtime for Georgia and Clemson.
Wow. Well, why not? This game's been a marathon. Let's run it a little more. Let's take it another furlong.
Clemson with 2 point-blank looks, and they couldn't get it to go. What else does this crowd deserve but overtime?
How about that?
How about that, indeed? Second free throw is good as well. 94-88. Georgia trails Clemson.
Yeah, well, you got to have a couple of threes now. So
with the basketball, Wilkinson shoots it, scores, and a foul. What in the world? Bailey, he misses the second. Blue Cane up the floor near boundary, 9-8. Blue Cane step back three. He made it. 6.1 seconds to go.
And
Blue Cane cuts the lead to 1.
How about that?
Life still.
You know, that may be too little, too late, but that was one heck of a shot right there. I don't think either team has one. That's
probably what. Second free throw is good. Here we go. 4.5. Basketball inbound. They get it to Wilkinson. He throws the ball over the back of the basket, and it's going to be Clemson.
Well, we wasted time in the backcourt with a pass and then a curl around as opposed to coming straight down the floor. But nevertheless, what a game. What a game.
What a game indeed. 97-94. Clemson holds off Georgia in the championship game of the Palmetto bracket here at the Charleston Classic.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to win the SEC tournament.